Does it take your breath away and you feel yourself suffocating? Does the pain weigh out the pride and you look for a place to hide? Did someone break your heart inside? You're in ruins. 121 guns, lay down your arms, give up the fight. 121 guns, throw up your arms into the sky. You and I.
I like how Chris is on. Let's do a test.
When you're at the end of the road
Yeah, but we're not hosting.
and you
Yeah.
lost
We're all the
all
hosts.
sense of
All
control,
right. I want to.
and your thoughts have taken their toll,
Well, everyone.
when your mind breaks the spirit of your soul,
Living in the cool zone.
your faith
All right,
falls
see you
on
soon.
broken glass,
So chill.
and the hangover doesn't pass. Nothing's ever built
I'm still
to
listening, so you know
last.
what?
You're in
We're having a-
ruins. 121 guns, lay down your arms, give up the fight. 121 guns, throw up your arms into the sky. You and I. Did you try to live on your own when you burned down the house and home? Did you stand too close to the fire like a liar looking for forgiveness from a stone? When it's time to live and let die, and you can't get another try, something inside this heart has died. You're in ruins. 121 guns, lay down your arms, give up the fight. 121 guns, throw up your arms into the sky.
We've got a classic episode of Spec Script.
21 guns,
Crystal Adams.
lay down
And a
your
brand new, sure to be classic episode of How to Get Away with Murder, written by Jason Lamb. Woo! Yay, everyone. How exciting. Let me introduce you to my co-hosts and co-producers. But so I'm just gonna go first to the man with the mustache, Shane Hosey. How you doing?
Hi, I have a mustache. I'm here. I'm doing okay. It's not as hot as it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Mamma mia. And then I'm going to actually add one more person to our chat. Um, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna meet more people, and we're gonna have fun. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how's it going?
Going great. I'm Chris. I'm the guy you've been emailing. We are live right now. Thank you
Perfect.
so much for doing this.
My pleasure.
Yeah. So this is exciting. Let me introduce another person. We got Sarah Kennedy. Sarah Kennedy. How you doing?
Hey, buddy, I'm good. Happy to be here. This is going to be a really good one this week. I'm so excited.
Mamma mia. Speaking of good ones, we got a good person in Lydia Manning.
Hey.
Whoa.
Hey, Lydia.
You. Hey.
Yeah, and then we got running the stream, being real great. We got Jaron George.
Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm in my command. So I have a computer over here. I got a computer over here. Let's do this. No, yeah.
Nice. Out of
I feel-
control. I love it.
I feel like a studio producer right now.
Mm-hmm.
Bachelor's degree in Twitch streaming.
Yeah. That too.
1 second. I'm just gonna fiddle with the thing. Nope, there's nothing I can do. So we're starting with, we usually for our Twitch episodes we start with a classic and then we go to like a new one. So we're doing Crystal Adams' episode of good old fashioned Empire, which premiered about a year ago, almost to the date, at Big Pine Comedy Festival. Crystal, have you seen Empire since then? Because as the pitch of the show is, you have never seen the show.
Right. That's an excellent question. I 100% have not seen Empire since I wrote the.
Has anyone yet that we've asked watched the show after?
Oh,
Trash. I don't want trash.
I mean, isn't the point of Empire that it's trash? I watched like the first 2 seasons of Empire.
But it depends on
Yeah.
what you want to absorb in your spirit about certain people. But for me, I don't like fiction that it makes black people, so I don't watch it.
That's valid. That's valid. I like slop. I like slop. Just all media that's just gruel and stuff. What's it called? I feel some people have watched the shows after. I mean, I know Lydia watched Entourage after. So
Best show ever.
Best show ever. So we know some people don't watch Empire here, and I've watched some Empire. I feel like Empire really fell off the zeitgeist after season 1. I was in an Uber like right before quarantine, and on the radio, one of the songs from Empire was played.
Oh, funny. Which
I didn't know was like allowed. Like I didn't know that songs from like fake songs are allowed to play on the radio. And then the guy turned it off, so I didn't know. He did not
Was
like it.
Because he
Was it
knew
drip
he wasn't
drop?
supposed to.
It was drip drop.
It wasn't
Yeah.
allowed.
Yeah. Drip drop goes hard. Yeah, but no, it's a terrible goddamn show. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Like you watch it like you watch any other soap opera. That's all Empire was. It was a soap opera. That was it.
Yeah.
And it may have fallen off the white guys, but I know plenty of black people that watched Empire till the end, including this guy right here.
Wait, is it over?
It's done. Yeah, it's
Oh,
done. And like
RIP.
the thing is, because of COVID,
Mhm.
they had to like throw some shit together to make a finale because it was a big finale of
Let's
who
all watch
shot
the
Lucius.
Oh
Like,
my
that
God!
was the whole finale. The whole
Oh,
final episode.
was there a
was gonna be
Zoom
who
funeral?
shot Lucius? And
Not
then they
Lucius.
built Up to it, and then COVID hits, and then they do some just shit that they just threw together, and it's just like thanks for the memory.
Ah, that's beautiful. They should have just had had Crystal Script. They should have just had that for the last episode.
For the last episode.
Yeah. Was that the one that used like a CGI like rendering? There was some show that had like a CGI like scene for their final episode that was like really cheap. No, not that. All right. Well, to the people in the chat, if you know what that was, tell us. Let's see. Who do we want to introduce? I guess I should. Yeah, Richard Douglas Jones, Empire superfan, who played I always want to say Lucius Malfoy, which because I'm an idiot. I don't even like Harry Potter. You played Lucius
Lion.
Lucius Fox is from Batman. Lucius Lion. All right. My third favorite Lucius. You played him at Big Pine, and usually we don't do reprise roles, but it was an iconic performance. And just what do you got going on in life right now?
Nothing much, man. Just Zoom shows here and there, and covering myself in a hazmat suit and doing an open mic once a week. That's about it. That's good. That's smart. Could be responsible. Mike, you have the Black Nerd Power podcast, right? That is correct. Yes.
Yeah. Good stuff. And the Memphis Comedy Festival, right?
Yes.
Ah, cool. So those are things that one of those still can exist, and the other one hopefully will one day can exist again.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah. So I'm so glad that you're back on this. Thank you for doing this. I want to go to Taquita Love. This is our first time meeting, but I've heard great things. I need to come up with better host questions than what's going on in your life right now, because that still is nothing for a lot of people.
Try how's it going?
Oh yeah. How is it going?
Well, thank you for having me, and nice to meet you. For me, I'm actually a nurse, so I do have shit to do. I still work every day. So I work in research, so I'm working from home, which is great. But yeah, I'm working every day, every day. So
that's good.
And stand-up comedian. I have a podcast.
Hey.
Oh yeah, what's the podcast?
It's called Love Notes by Taquita Love, and I talk to funny people about medical mishaps.
Ooh!
Oh wow!
Oh, that's fun.
Are we keeping you from saving lives right now?
That was gonna be my question.
Are you?
No. I mean, if I was saving lives, it would be from home and on a computer. This one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I
and
can
when is your podcast on? Taquita, when is your podcast?
It's on Apple, Spotify, everywhere, all of them. iHeartRadio.
Oh, that's dope. I'll be following you. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll share that in the Twitch chat. We'll share that too. Also, just for the record, Lydia, Taquita's on a comedy show right now, and laughter is, for the record, the best medicine. It's very
I'm sure that's what they teach in nursing school.
Yeah, just you laugh at a person as they die. So speaking of podcasts, we have Tim Batt here. How's it going?
It's up.
Yeah, all the way from New Zealand. Thank you for what time is it there?
It's 8:11 a.m. but weirdly it's 2004 down here. So sounds like things are really kicking off where you guys are. I'm looking forward to getting Empire here at some point in like 30 days. And I don't know what COVID is, so.
What a bird.
Beautiful. I guess then you have like 10 years before Warner Brothers destroys your union system.
You tell me, brother. But, yeah, that's a deep cut. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years before an iPhone.
What's that?
I miss the days of razors. Should we bring back razors?
Like a roller razor, or like the concept of shaving because we have to go out and see people and be presentable.
Why not both? This is how much hair I can grow in 10 months of it. Thank you. You're of the Worst Idea of All Time pod, and you're also of the Till Death Do Us Blart, which I'm way behind on Till Death Do Us Blart.
He's years behind.
Yeah, so that one is where you watch Paul Blart 2 Thanksgiving
That's
every
right.
year.
Every year.
Yep.
With the McElroy brothers, from my brother, and me. We come together. It's an annual tradition, and it was a mistake when it started. It's a mistake now, but tradition's tradition.
Yeah, and the rule of that podcast is that if one of you dies, they have to be replaced.
That's right. It's an eternal podcast, so it will go for all time and just be replaced by whoever our heir or heiress is. We'll have to see.
Oh, beautiful. So yeah, well, thank you, Tim, and this is exciting. Now, Rissa, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I just saw that you are Jesse the douche. I love that. Yeah, very what's it called? Opinion. I don't know. Yeah.
Relative.
So how are you? How's you're here in Portland, so we're bouncing back up to here. We're based out of Portland. I didn't say that, but it doesn't really matter because time and space aren't real anymore.
Right.
But yeah, how are you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing the show. You have anything you want to tell people about, or we can tell that after the show also?
Well, currently I am pushing my new online business that I have, and I'm actually going out to Vend later on today and tomorrow at a couple pop-up shops on Alberta. If you are in the Portland area, I'll be at the Alberta Street Fair on 17th in Alberta tomorrow. But we've been doing that for the last couple months. What they've been doing is giving space to Black, Indigenous, and people of color, giving space that they basically took and giving space back to people to have pop-up vending shops. And so I've been doing that, working on it. It's called Black Forte. It is a company. It's a company for children, but I do adult clothes and other accessories and stuff. And Black Forte is basically a reminder to our children that their Black is beautiful, their Black is infinite, and it's to empower them and rectify the vision and the image that America has set forth upon them for these past 2,000 years. So basically just breaking chains and just answering racism is what I do via t-shirts and accessories. So that's what I'm doing.
Well, that's wonderful. That's awesome. And just for like, so wait, does Portland have a problem with race?
Actually, this entire country does. I was reading the biography of Nelson Mandela, and it kind of sucks that to see in 1925 Africans had to bow their heads down or go into back doors or ask white people with these white colonizers that have come down from Europe. So it's been, obviously I know you're being funny, but racism, nothing's funny about it. Nothing's funny about somebody hating my child at 6 years old because of his skin. So I know people like to make light of it because they're comedians, but in the real world, when you're Black, it's not funny at all. But I do some comedy here and there. We do a podcast called She Liberate on Thursdays that airs with several different women all over from Las Vegas to Vancouver, Washington. Also on Friday nights, I do a podcast with Kiyoshi Warrington. It is an equity podcast. I have a pop-up charity that I do. It's called the Give Back Gang. That's funded by our village and everything. So I've kind of strayed away from comedy. I still do benefits and shows here and there and hosting. But my shit is just trying to fix this world. My son can have a safe place to live in. But y'all enjoy yourselves. Don't let me harsh your vibe.
No, well, thank you. That's good. And we'll also share. If you want to send me any links, we'll share it on the Spec Script stuff. So yeah, thank
Wonderful.
you. Let's see.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
Oh, anytime. Let's see. Let's go to Joy. Another debut on the show. How are you doing, Joy?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I'm excited. I've heard some great stuff, and I'm excited. Anything cool you want to talk about in your life right now, or?
Not really. Ain't nothing happening.
Really? You don't want to plug the movie that you're starting?
No, I'm joking. Yes, I have. Ain't nothing much going on with me. I just got a few books and, poetry, movies, just little stuff. No, but I do have a feature film coming out in October next month. It's called Her Happy Place, and it will be on all, streaming platforms and stuff. But I'm not a comedian, but I love to laugh and I love to have fun. And this movie is actually a comedy. And I really surprised myself at how I did. So it was a really good role for me. Very silly. Not that you can tell I'm that kind of person. I'm not silly at all. No.
Yeah. What's it about?
It's about this young lady who is just all over the place. She has no idea who she is or what she wants in life. And she gets herself fired and in some trouble with her boyfriend. And then she thinks that if she goes back in time to when she lost her virginity, she can fix all the problems. Because that's what, if she hadn't lost her virginity, none of these other things would have happened. She would have loved herself, you know? She would have been okay. So yeah, her friend happens to have a mirror that helps you go back in time, and they go through a whole bunch of crazy adventures.
Oh, that's
so
I'm very excited for that. That sounds great. Yeah. Thank you. That's awesome. And I'm just seeing that it's 78 minutes, and that's just really awesome.
The perfect. It's got to be 78 minutes or 3.5 hours.
Yeah. It was really fun to do.
All right. Okay.
Everyone should watch the trailer right after, during our intermission.
Yeah. So that's Joy James, and now we're gonna go to Mike. We're gonna go to Mike Racine, of the Sit Down podcast. Mike, how you doing?
I'm good. Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for doing this. I really like your podcast. It's about organized crime, and it's a fun, good, informative, but enjoyable pod.
Thank you.
Thank you for content in this time now more than ever. You know, in these we need content. So anything else going on? You're in New York, right?
Yeah, I'm in Brooklyn. I'm getting married in about 2 weeks. So
yay!
Yeah, so it's kind of fun. We're having like a smaller wedding in Brooklyn. The original date got canceled. I was like really focused on getting in shape for the wedding, and then it got canceled, and then I kind of let myself go. So now I'm trying to get back in shape in a couple weeks, and yeah, that's about it.
You can do it. Yeah, I believe in you. Well, yeah, congrats. We got movies, we got podcasts, we got marriages. Let's see. Have I talked to Jason? Did I talk to you? No,
not yet.
Okay, so Jason, he wrote How to Get Away with Murder, which is later. Jason, we've been wanting to have him write on the show for a while because it was a bucket list thing that, not writing on this show, but just...
Yes.
Jason is...
I'm going to die right after this.
He's a sick little boy. And
was this our Make-A-Wish?
Yeah, this is our... Yeah, he just really wanted to be on a Twitch show watched by 12 people or something.
Jason, you're welcome.
Yeah. So if you're watching, you have to laugh, and you have at all of his jokes in the script later, because it's the last laughs you'll ever get. Jason, please don't die after this, because that would be very a bummer.
Yeah,
no guarantees the way my life's going, man. No guarantees.
People die during this.
Ooh, I mean, that would be. I mean, think of the engagement.
That goes for all of you.
Yeah. No death allowed. That's the one rule. You can't show your feet, and you can't die. So 2 rules.
I'm wearing slippers today, so there will be no slip-ups.
Oh, man. Okay, so that's our cast. I want to go and talk to the writer before we dive into Empire. So we talked a little, but Crystal, when you wrote Empire, you probably know the same as what you knew now. It was right. Like, so what do you know about Empire when you wrote it?
Oh, that it was about music and Black people.
Okay.
I'm gonna check my notes.
That all checks out. That all checks out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I will be willing to watch Empire if I find somebody who wants to talk about it on my podcast, who has seen all of it, because I only watch things to create content at this point.
Hey, if you're not monetizing your life, what's the point of living? You know, everything always on.
Yes.
So that podcast is Black Card Rehab.
Black Card Rehab,
correct?
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very, very good. If anyone's watching, I mean, you've been on Spec Script a few times now, so our viewers probably are moderately familiar with you. But if there's any new people watching, anything you'd like to, any episode particular you'd like to say, hey, listen to this one, it's a great jumping on point, it's really good, all that.
Well, we just had we've had Richard Douglas Jones on twice. We just talked about Harlem Nights, so that's a fun one. Also, we talk about Black is King.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, so we kind of go like scene by scene and just geek out about that. And but I mean, you know, like some of the episodes that are close to my heart are our beginning episodes, when we could still see people face to face and touch them. So I have my first episode is Leon, is all about Leon and how Leon is the Black George Clooney.
Yes.
So
I don't mean to keep interrupting, but yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, so I like to have Black people on, or just anybody on, and let them roast me about what I don't know in Black pop culture.
Hold on. George Clooney has never played a crackhead, though.
That's true, and he's never thrown an orange at a woman, so that I know of.
That we know of, yeah.
I'm not in this episode, so I'll do a deep research and find it. Yeah. So yeah, check out Black Card Rehab, and let's. So I think that's a good time to dive into our first episode, where we're doing Empire by Crystal Adams. So yeah, what we do is say our name, our character or characters we are playing, and then a favorite thing. So we are doing our name, our character we're playing, and our favorite cookie. So my name is Chris Hotomy. I'm not reading any character in this script, but I do love a sunbuckle, which is a Scandinavian cookie. I will pass it to Taquita.
Hey, I'm Taquita Love. I'm playing Cookie. And my favorite cookie is oatmeal raisin. With no nuts or anything, just straight oatmeal raisin.
All right. Let me then bounce to Joy James. To Joy, yeah.
Yes, I'm Joy. I'm playing the manager's son. And I like me some ginger snaps.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Fancy.
All right. Tim.
Hello, I am Tim Batt, and I will be reading the critical roles of PA and Michael, who I think appears in page 15 for its lines.
Hey, spoilers, man.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm getting to hear my favorite cookie is an Anzac biscuit. It is a weird ass coconut thing that we have in New Zealand and Australia to commemorate our fallen soldiers for some reason.
Exotic.
Thank you for saying a New Zealand specific thing. I would have been disappointed.
The New Zealanders in the chat are going wild for that.
I must stand the homeland at all times.
Rissa, let's go to you.
Hi, I'm Rissa. I'm reading Jesse Smollett's part, or what's his name on the show?
Well, doesn't
I have no idea. That's the whole point.
Okay, so I was like, wait, that can't be his name on the show.
Yes, it is.
Well, that goes to show you how many times I've watched.
I watched the show, and because of this episode of Spec Script, I forgot what his character is named.
Yeah, I don't,
it doesn't matter. Sorry, Jesse. Who's fucking with my brain? You trying to get my black card on here, girl. Don't do it. Not behind him. Let me lose behind something real. Like Prince Rogers Nelson's real name. Come on. Let me for reason fail. But yeah, I'm reading for Jesse, aka dude who got the show fucked off. But I don't know what else to say at this part.
All right. Let's go.
Oh, my favorite cookie. My favorite cookie is peanut butter cookies. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I got distracted on Twitter.
Don't apologize.
Yeah.
Peanut butter cookies are delicious.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let's go to Richard.
Hello, Richard Douglas Jones. I'm playing the part of the guy from Hustle and Flow. And my favorite cookie is also oatmeal raisin.
All right. We got Jason. Let's go to Jason.
Yeah, I'm Jason Lamb, and I'll be playing the role of the announcer. I'm playing two roles, the announcer and the studio manager. And they're not my favorite cookies, but I went to my office for the first time in like 5 months recently, and I found 3 boxes of Thin Mints on my desk. So those are my favorite right now, for sure.
Okay, beautiful.
Your favorite
Mike.
cookie is the one that's on hand.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's mature. That's life. All right, let's go to Mike.
Opportunity cookies.
Yeah, you're muted, Mike.
My name's Mike Racine. I'm cast as a sound guy and reporter. I'm gonna say my favorite cookie is Girl Scout cookie Thin Mints.
Yeah. Oh, what's gonna happen to Girl Scout cookie this season? Anyway, let's go to Lydia.
Hey, my name's Lydia Manning, and I'm playing Rap Son. And my favorite cookie is Shady Maple Farms Organic Street Waffles. Because my favorite cookies and cookies on hand too.
Yeah.
They're vegan. Fuck.
Ooh, who did we lose? All right, and then we got Sarah Kennedy.
Hey, I'm Sarah Kennedy. I'm playing the assistant and the waitress. And I think that's it. Bro, I'll hop in whenever. And then my favorite cookie is a bizcochito, which is like a New Mexican like traditional cookie. It's basically a snickerdoodle, but there's anise in it, so it's got a little zing. Yeah.
Ooh, a little bit of a
New Mexico and New Zealand have such weird cookies.
yeah. New Zealand is the New Mexico of I don't know, Oceania. I don't know. All right, Jaren.
Oh yeah, I'm Jaren, and I'm gonna be playing 50 Cent and Jesse Williams. Oh, wait, my house is not big enough. Okay. Yeah.
Scrolling through until you find a good one.
No, this is Empire, baby. Shit. Yeah, and my favorite cookies. Yeah, I'm on that oatmeal raisin cookie train. What's up? Yeah.
Yay. And Shane Hosey.
Hi, what's up, YouTube? It's Shane Hosey. I'm going to be playing the narrator and stage directions. And why are we dabbing? My favorite cookie is the Hydrox, because I love an original and I love a cookie that sounds like a chemical.
Right.
I like how you said why we are dabbing. Like, you're the only one.
I saw Chris do it. Chris did it.
I dabbed.
He
said hi
dabbed.
YouTube. We lost. I think we looks like we lost Rissa.
Yeah,
from,
we lost Rissa.
Okay. You know.
I didn't say my favorite cookie.
What's your favorite cookie?
Sorry, we always end with our.
So I'm playing Danielle and Olivia Pope. And so originally you guys were going to do favorite empire. I thought I would do my favorite cookie empire. Keebler, okay? Well-run organization, okay? They've been working out of that tree hard for years, okay?
I hear
Tight
you,
ship.
But if I make counterpoint, the Girl Scouts
just...
only run their stand for 2 months and have the shit online.
Yeah, and now they're online.
Forget about Keebler.
Also, I believe I might have had those cookies that Tim was talking about. I think there's like a version that they sell here called Aussie Bites. And he's disgusted. He's disgusted.
The NZ in Anzac stands for New Zealand.
I know.
This is erasure.
Yeah.
And I will not stand for it.
To our fans at home, I'm deeply sorry for that. We will do better. So that's our amazing, wonderful cast, and we're gonna do an amazing, wonderful episode of Empire. So without further ado, let's start, and I get to go stop my video.
All right. Cold open. Interior, stadium hallway. Cookie and Jesse Smollett are walking quickly down a hallway as we hear the sound of chanting in the background. They turn a corner and open a door to interior, green room. The guy from Hustle and Flow, Rap's son and manager's son, are standing in a large green room.
What took you so long?
Calm down. We made it, didn't we?
You finished the shirt?
Jesse Smollett holds up a t-shirt with the design of two large green eyes encrusted with diamonds.
Really? That's what you guys came up with, man? They don't even look like my eyes, man.
Rissa, you're muted.
Oh, Rissa's muted.
You're still muted.
It's in homage.
Man, I'm tired of you using all them damn French words. First, you too good for pussy. Now you too good for English.
Hey, Rosa. Now I'm gonna disagree with you, Dad. Jesse, I love it. This drips real hard. Thank you.
Anything for you, mon ami.
Man, normally I would have beat someone's ass for calling me Amy. But I like it because you said it.
This is dope, man. The whole family gathering together like this. I'm just proud to be a lion.
The cheers for Rap Son are getting louder in the background.
Rap Son, Rap Son, Rap Son, Rap Son. We love you, Rap Son.
I guess it's time for me to go out there and do this thing.
You got this, baby.
The sound of the crowd grows as the camera pans around to each of the family members and fades to the title card.
Rap Son, Rap Son.
Act 1, Interior Recording Studio, day. 2 weeks earlier. Rap Son is in the recording booth as a beat is playing. The sound guy is on the other side of the glass, bobbing his head.
I got the real flow, and I got the rhyme with the times better go. Man, cut the track. I'm not feeling this one either. Man, I said cut the track, sound guy, and say something.
Man, this is the 60th beat we've gone through today. If you don't like any of these Kanye West samples, we can always move on to beats produced by artists who haven't denied slavery on TV.
Rap Son takes off headphones and heads to the control side.
Nah, man, I know I said earlier that it was the music, but I know it's not the music. It's me. It's just that I haven't had a hit in so long, it's starting to make me feel crazy.
Takes out a small figurine of R2-D2 from his pocket.
Right, R2-D2? Daddy's going crazy, right?
Well, maybe you're finally ready for the next level.
No, I told you before, man. The Illuminati is not for me, man.
No, I'm not talking about the Illuminati. That ship sailed anyway. The entrance requirements have gotten way stricter since they were bought by the NFL.
I thought it was a partnership with Jay-Z.
Nah, man, that's what they telling us.
Okay, so then R2-D2 and me want to know, what's the next level?
Man, it's simple. You put your pain in your music. What's the one thing that is the most painful about your life?
You mean like when I'm driving my Escalade and realize one of my Star Wars action figures is missing from the dash?
No, deeper than that. Think deeper.
I mean, there's my dad.
That's right. What about your dad?
I mean, he's always telling me to grow up, and he's always pushing me around and telling me I'm not good enough. But like, if I'm not good enough, how come I got all these?
The camera pans to a wall filled with platinum albums, then pans lower to focus on what he's really pointing at, the entire Star Wars collection.
This is good, man. Say more.
I mean, he's just so mean to everyone. Did you know His eyes ain't even really green.
Okay, I'm gonna deliver this line.
It ain't even really green,
It's a
Sal.
little uncomfortable for me to deliver this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm just gonna read it like I would read it. All right, ready, everybody? Here we go. Word. That was the line.
Word. Not at all, dog. They brown, just like a regular dude. But he keeps those contacts in because he started his own Illuminati called Light Skin Brothers with Light Eyes Club. He won't even let me in.
This is what I'm talking about. Put this shit in your music.
Rap's son stands and storms back into the recording booth.
Play that track again.
The beat starts.
Don't even have green eyes. Don't even have green eyes. Don't even have green eyes. This is the chorus. He don't even have green eyes. He don't even have green eyes. They say that he is my dad, but he don't even have green eyes. Don't even have green eyes.
Assistant
I'm so
walks
sorry. Rap son, you have a call.
Man, who is it? Can you see I'm making a hit right here?
Well, it's someone from eBay about your Darth Vader voice changer.
Oh, snap. Okay, I'm coming.
Exterior, patio cafe, day.
Karen, I think that's you.
Wait, I'm the accountant as well?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, shit. All right.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Promotion. Now I have to say, when you first told me about this, I wasn't sure. But the first round of sales numbers are in. The launch of the Slim Cookies by Cookie is looking really good.
Of course they are. Why are my haters always doubting me?
I'm not your hater. I'm not your accountant. I'm your accountant. I just got this job. And let's not pretend that Weaves of Fire wasn't a complete disaster.
I told you never to bring that up again. It's not my fault that girl was living in a home with a gas leak. Anyway, what's more important is that my new product works. I've been taking these cookies, and now had no side effects, no cravings. I feel great. And look at these reviews on Instagram.
She holds up her phone and scrolls.
This cookie is the best thing to happen to me. Tastes great, and I already feel the pound slipping off. This cookie is a lie, and so is Cookie. The ingredients of this cookie will for sure make you gain weight. Avoid this scam at all costs. Who is this asshole? Username Cookie Scam. How dare they?
A waitress comes up to the table.
Can I get any of you a fresh baked cookie?
It was you, wasn't it? You wrote this review about my cookies.
What? I'm sorry. What?
Nobody talks about my cookies and gets away with it. I'll have you fired.
Okay, that's not necessary.
I will get to the bottom of this. And if I find you had anything to do with this little miss, Elisa, I will have your head.
Cookie storms out of the cafe.
Your head!
Interior, strip club, night. Jesse is seated next to his dad, and his dad is eating golden wings. A very thin woman is on stage, mindlessly stripping with no emotion to Meghan Trainor's All About That Bass.
Look at son, I swear to you, owning your own strip club don't never get old, man.
That's it.
Nope. These gold chicken wings is amazing, man. I'm literally sitting here eating chicken covered in gold barbecue sauce. I mean, it's like, I can't believe I made it, but at the same time, I always knew I would, man.
Dad, how many times I have to tell you I'm gay?
I was thinking about getting you your own strip club, man.
Dad, I don't want a strip club, especially one bought by you. This club makes me feel gross because I know all these girls. It's like going to a strip club and watching your cousin strip.
Just then, the announcer over the loudspeaker.
Hey everyone, let's make it nice and hot in here for Danielle.
Oh, hey, Uncle.
Dad, seriously?
The
Hey,
hustle and
look here, man. You don't want a strip club. That's fine, man. Look, I just got the mighty touch right now, baby. Everything I touch turn into gold, man. You gonna be sorry you missed out. The boys at the light-skinned brother with the green eyes club told me you wouldn't want to do this here, man.
Dad, why do you keep doing stuff with that club?
Look, you wouldn't understand, man. Cause you not like us, son. But black men with light skin and green eyes is literally put on this earth changing history, man.
Really? History?
Yes, son. History, man.
Hustle and Flow guy's phone buzzes as he picks it up. It's a hidden cam video file. He opens it. It's Rap Son in the studio.
He don't even got green eyes! He don't even got green eyes! Don't even got green eyes!
Hustle and Flow guy turns to Jesse, who is pretending he didn't hear.
We gotta go now.
Before leaving, he stops.
Hey, Danielle, tell your mother I said hi and I miss her and kiss me mom for me, man.
I will.
She keeps stripping. Interior, the Now We Hear house, Cookie's bathroom. Cookie is struggling to put on a bodycon red dress. She is talking to herself in between holding in breaths to zip up the dress.
Seriously? This fit just fine last week. Ugh!
Mom, are you okay?
Yes, son. Just come help me get into this dress.
Manager's son walks in and helps her.
This reminds me of being back at the projects in the old days. You know, when you guys weren't all pretending, you know, that I don't exist.
What are you talking about? Of course we know you exist.
They get the zipper up and she walks over to step on the scale.
Ah, I've gained 20 pounds. No. This can't be happening. I have a photo shoot in a bikini to promote my Slim Cookie by Cookie tomorrow. What am I gonna do?
Let me help you. Let me help you fix this.
How are you gonna help me? You're just my manager, son. You're not even talented.
I'm gonna pretend like you never said that because I have an idea.
Act 2. Interior, another nightclub. Jesse and the Hustle and Flow guy walk into the nightclub in slow motion. Men and women are grinding on each other while the DJ is raised up high on the turntables.
We can't hear you, Hustle.
Oh, no, I can't.
Oh, no.
I can't hear Richard.
Our star.
Oh, no. I'm going to try something. Richard. No.
Is trying. Oh no.
Should I just keep going?
Hello. Here we are.
Hey!
That's the moment of my life.
Sorry. Okay, so I need to go back to the whole thing. Okay. All right. Here we go. I did 50 Cent too. It's crazy. I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be, man. All right. So here we go. Cue me in one more time, please.
Men and women are grinding on each other while the DJ is raised high up on the turntables.
50 Cent, what you doing here, man? You supposed to be here, man? Look here, man. I thought that you would.
Man, I'm supposed to be wherever I am. Besides, I own this club. Just about 5 minutes ago, just to piss off Ja Rule. So now, you're all up in my club.
Listen here, man. I heard my rap son was here. You seen him, man?
Yeah, I seen that little weirdo. He's up in the champagne room like it's his birthday with Drake.
Interior, champagne room of 50 Cent's Club. Continuous.
Drake, it's pretty simple. I'll trade you 2 Lord of the Rings characters for one of your son's Princess Leia's. I know he has one. I saw it on Instagram.
Just then, the Hustle and Flow guy busts in with Jussie right behind him.
What you think you doing, man? I heard your little song rap, son. Don't play with me, man. Look, what you think you thought I wouldn't find out about your little song, man?
Dad, I'm just tired of not having a hit, and sound guy here
Please leave me out of this.
rap from my heart, to rap my pain, and that's what I did, and I'm not gonna change the song.
You think you so special, huh, man? Look here, man. Look, them lies you telling about me, man, ain't gonna help your career. And you think so? You got another thing coming. Remember, I own this town, man.
He storms off. Jussie stands in the door for a second.
I'm so sorry, bro.
Exterior, nightclub alley, continuous. Hustle and Flow guy takes a call in the alley just outside the club. He doesn't realize that Jussie is at the door and is listening to everything.
Johnny, I need a favor, man. Yeah, look here, man. It's that rap son, man. You know what to do. That's right. I'm finally pulling that trigger, man. End it, man.
Interior, commercial shoot for Cookie. Manager's son and Cookie are walking quickly to the soundstage.
This better work.
It's gonna work.
No one can know how much weight I've gained.
It won't find out. This is the perfect cover-up.
The camera pans out to reveal that Cookie is dressed as a life-size chocolate chip cookie.
I can't believe
That's cute.
I can't believe you talked me into this. No one is gonna go for this. They told me to wear a bikini.
She knocks on the studio door.
Hi. Cookie, I'm so sorry you didn't get the message. The shoot location has changed to a poolside shoot. It's at the other end of the studio lot.
She turns to manager's son.
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill you.
Her phone rings.
Baby, I hope you talked to all your sons recently. I hate for you not to have a chance to tell all of them that you love them, man.
What's that supposed to mean?
Woman, can you for once just not read into what I'm saying?
If you can't change your tone, I need to hang up. Bye.
What was that about?
He probably upset because his little light-skinned, light-eyed friends don't want to play with him anymore. Come on, let's go get this shoot. Let's go get this. We're late.
They start running, and Cookie has to run sideways to be aerodynamic. Exterior, Rap Son's driveway. Jussie pulls up in a small black Prius with rims. His license plate says, Tree Dick.
I forgot. Hey, Tree Dick, what's going on?
I'm glad I caught you. You weren't answering your phone.
Man, I've been back and forth all day with this kid in China trying to get this collector's edition of Samuel L. Jackson's character in Star Wars. You have no idea, dog. All day, waste.
Listen, this is serious. I think Dad put a hit on you, man.
What?
Yeah, man. I just heard him call his friend Johnny, and you and I both know nothing good comes from calling Johnny.
Johnny Gill?
Exactly.
My. My own father trying to take me out just because I wrote a song about his fake ass green eyes. This is whack.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my bad.
So whack.
Yeah, you right. Oh, wait.
It's whack, Jussie. It's so whack, Jussie.
Look, you've always looked out for me. So I just thought you should know. You've always seen me for who I am, all of it. Not like Dad.
Man, I'm tired of how he treats us. Always bullying us to be real men like him. And he ain't even all the way real.
Yeah, you're right.
I want to show him a taste of his own medicine so bad right now. I think I know what I'm gonna do. You still got Johnny's number?
Yeah, why?
You'll see.
Exterior, poolside photo shoot. Cookie and manager's son run to set, and Cookie's makeup has almost melted off. And somehow, even the chocolate chips on her costume are dripping.
Miss Latifah, Cookie is here.
Jason, you're muted.
Oh, I didn't know that was me. All right, sorry. I missed that direction.
There's a lot of characters.
Cookie, so good to see you again. I like the outfit choice. Nope. Take it back. I love it. All right. Well, let's keep the photo shoot moving along. We don't have all day. Cookie, you'll stand there on the diving board.
Oh, wait. Don't I need hair and makeup? I mean, even my chocolate chips are melting. Ooh, it's hot out here. I'm sorry. Is it the lights or is it a heat wave?
Oh, it's definitely a heat wave. Record high of 112 in LA today.
I mean, can't you do something? Can't you turn it down?
The sun?
Yes, I'm saying.
No. It's called movie magic, not movie witchcraft. So, no, I cannot turn down the sun.
I should have you fired.
The photo shoot begins.
Okay, let's get these shots.
Mom, I will kill you, boy.
She reaches for him and puts her hands on his head. The camera snaps once more to catch Cookie being held back by one PA and the manager's son being pulled by another.
That's the money shot right there. U-N-I-T-Y.
Fantastic. Interior. The guy from Hustle and Flow's man cave. The guy from Hustle and Flow is smoking a blunt and sipping cognac with his light-skinned, light-eyes crew.
This is so funny.
Ooh, this some good ass cognac right here, boy.
Man, this is good shit.
He's like,
Man, I'm so glad we decided to finally have another meeting of the light-skinned brothers with light eyes. It's been too long. Let's toast to being exotic and fine as hell. Yeah.
Hey, Hustle and Flow Guy. Isn't that your boy on the news?
Hustle and Flow Guy turns up the volume on the TV.
Just received news that Jussie Smollett, the son of music mogul, the Hustle and Flow Guy, has just been attacked for being gay. The police report shows that two known gang members originally received a request by music artist Johnny Gill to attack the rap son of the mogul, but due to homophobia, changed their target to Jussie Smollett. Jussie is currently in the hospital in critical condition. Thanks for tuning in to Fox News. After the break, scientists and dietitians are debating the effectiveness of the new diet craze, Slim Cookies by Cookie.
Man, I'm so sorry. I didn't know your son was gay.
Man, it's 2019. That's nothing to be ashamed of, man. It's too bad he doesn't have eyes like us, though.
say it.
They will never beat him up. Never beat him up. Beat him up with one look like these babies. Am I right?
Michael and Jesse dab high five.
Nah, but seriously, dog, I'm so sorry.
We'll take you to the hospital.
Thanks, man.
Act 3. Interior, hospital. The whole family is around Jesse when the hustle and flow guy walks into the hospital. There are reporters waiting outside, waiting on the family to make a statement.
Dad, I didn't know if you would come.
Of course I came, son. This family has a lot of crap we need to handle, and I want to do it right, so I called in somebody to help with all this mess, man.
Just then, Olivia Pope busts into the room where they're all gathered.
Someone ordered a white hat?
Olivia, I didn't know you were coming.
Of course I came, Twinkie.
It's Cookie.
Right. Now, the press is waiting outside for statements from the family. Rapson, you need to tell them that your song about your father's eyes is a lie.
Neither me nor R2D2 are saying that. Beep, boop, beep. Anyway, the song is true. Dad's eyes aren't green and everyone knows it.
I mean, you really want to do that? You really want to do that to this family, huh? You don't care about us, all you care about them damn Star Wars toys, man.
It's not true.
Okay, everyone, just calm down. Now, next, you're going to have to come clean about Slim Cookies by Cookie.
What about them?
That they don't work. That it's a scam. Can you do that, Biscuit?
It's Cookie. You literally just said it twice.
I can only save you from losing everything if you do exactly what I say. Can you do it?
Yes. Fine. All right. I'll tell them.
Good. And finally, I just received news that is very disturbing. They've said that this entire family prefers Chick-fil-A over Popeyes.
Yeah, but like it's the lemonade though. And if you had those like damn
So
you don't understand,
so-
man. It's the curly fries, man.
So you'll have to come clean about it. But also, and even more disturbing, is that it's come to light that Jesse and Rapson have in fact hired the gang members to attack Jesse.
What?
Dad started it.
Started it.
Yeah. It was him. Mom, Dad hired them to kill me so I wouldn't finish my song about the real color of his eyes.
All I wanted was for Dad to see me as his gay son for once.
Hustle and flow guy, is this true? You need to fix this. You need to fix your family. It's you who need to go out there and talk to those reporters, not us. Fix this, or you lose us.
Exterior, hospital steps, press gathering, night. The press is gathered around a podium with a mic set up on the steps of the hospital. The hustle and flow guy steps out of the hospital with Olivia Pope. He walks up to the podium.
What up? So, I'd like to make a statement on behalf of my family and myself about the recent events that have occurred, man. There have been rumors that my wife Cookie died. Cookie Slim Cookie by Cookie don't be working, man. Look, that in fact is fake news, man. Hey, look here, man. I just saw my wife. She looking like a little brick house, man. You know I'm talking about 36, 24, 36. What a winning hand, man. Now, look here. Next, I'd like to address the rumor that my son, Jesse Smollett, paid gang members to beat up on him and shit, man. Hey, look here. That's fake news, man. My son is gay, and this was a real attack by homophobes, man. And I'm proud to be his father, man. And I'd really like to address the rumor that the rest of my family prefer Popeye, Chick-fil-A over Popeyes, man. This some fake news, man. We love that chicken from Popeyes, man. Hey, man, all these rumors distracted from the real scandal, man, which I'm gonna address here today, man. The real scandal is I've been lying about the color of my eyes, man. I want context, man. Look, man, I thought it would help me move on up like Georgia Weezy up in the industry, man. And I was right, man. But the lies also cause a lot of stress to me, my family, my friends, man. Look into my light brothers with green eyes, Michael Ealy, Jesse Williams, and Prison Bay. Look, I'm sorry for lying. Oh, man. Hey, look here, man. Hey, look, I'm sorry to everyone I hurt, man, especially my family, man. And with that being said, man, look, my son, rap son, new song dropped today, man. It called He Don't Even Have Green Eyes. I need y'all to cop that for it blow up. I'm out, baby.
He drops the mic. As Olivia Pope blocks the reporters.
As we mentioned, no questions. The family will be taking no questions at this time.
Interior, green room from opening scene. The family is all in a circle as a crowd can be heard in the background yelling for Rap Son.
You got this, baby.
Rap son, rap son, rap son.
Let's have a moment of prayer, man.
Really?
Yeah, you heard me. Now bow your heads, man. Hey, look here, dear God, man. Thank you for this family, man. And most of all, thank you for Chick-fil-A, man. Amen.
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 Now, go kill him, son.
Thank you, Dad. I love you.
I love you. I love all y'all ninjas, man.
You said ninjas, but what you really meant was
Yes, son. That's exactly what I meant.
The end.
Holy.
Clap
That
reaction.
script
Clap reaction.
was
Thumbs
fucking
up.
hype.
Great job, everyone.
I forgot I put that in.
Beautiful. Great job. Still my favorite episode of Empire
Thank
ever.
you.
For Crystal Adams. Right, that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love that.
That was
script.
her.
Hey, Richard, fantastic monologue.
Yeah.
Very good. Very, very good.
Yeah,
I cried a couple times during that.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who desperately wants his parents' approval, it made me feel.
I forgot about the Popeyes and Chick-fil-A part.
That was fun.
I love the Jussie Smollett stuff because it's like that seems like it happened 400 years ago.
Yeah.
Like who? What? Like now it's like
But
his sister.
the Popeyes chicken sandwich still feels relevant, though.
Yeah. Well, 'cause what else are we gonna do right now? I actually not had it. Every time I've gone to a place, it's sold out. Ever since the craze restarted. But yeah, so I'm tragic. Jaren, great job with continued wonderful background work.
Aaron, you really disappeared into that character.
It consumed me. I don't know.
Oh, no, everyone, just a great job. Usually we do a little more chit-chatting, but like after this, but everyone was fantastic. It was so good. We do a tiny little intermission, which is you can go to the bathroom, you can go grab some wine, grab
It's
something
my favorite
else.
part of the show.
And
we're
we're
getting
gonna
to go to the bathroom.
We'll keep on talking, but yeah. So go, and then we're gonna dive right into How to Get Away with Murder. Mike, that word read was an all-time great moment.
Thank you.
It was, yeah. You know,
Hope everybody was cool with it.
Oh no one was. You're getting dragged by the kids. It was great. Both to Mike and Tim, in this next script, both of your characters have like quote unquote distinct voices. I personally do not want you to do those voices. I just want you to do your own voices, if that's okay.
I think it's a pretty good decision, man.
Yeah, thank you. That's thank you for that. That was my mind. Yeah. Taquita, that was a really great really great cookie.
That was excellent. Just as I expected.
I'm laughing, Crystal. This you stupid.
Legitimately, it's one of the best episodes of the show that I think. Like it's just so fun, and it has like a good ending, you know. And I love that Olivia Pope pops out.
Yeah, why not? My favorite, there's a lot of things in here that I forgot that I put in there. But my favorite joke, which is maybe like a little bit of a deep cut for people that don't know Johnny Gill. But like for people that know Johnny Gill, when he says my in that next line, like it makes me so happy.
Okay, so I'll be honest. Who is Johnny Gill?
Well, he's a singer. He also used to be a part of a very popular group. But he has a song called the song he says my. You sure look good tonight.
I know that song.
So that's what the reference is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great job.
Yeah.
Clap.
New edition.
Thank you, Aldi, we got some claps and some fire emojis in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I love all the Star Wars stuff, and like I love things that like the choice is just like, why did you make this choice, and then you
and then I just went for it. And also the cookie suit, like having her turn sideways to run. I mean, it's just like a little detail that I was like, the cookies can't run straight on ahead. It's
not aerodynamic.
Not fast.
It was a very good visual. Interior visual.
Fantastic good visual gag. If we ever like do like low budget filmed versions of these,
that would be hilarious.
So to the viewers at home, some might know I have I love my a different. I love it.
Hey.
Great. I have a novelty. I'm addicted to novelty wine glasses, and the newest one I got is one that's that a meal without wine is called breakfast, which I think is one of the more alarming ones to get. Like when it's like, what? Like if you see someone sincerely say that, yeah.
Oh no.
Ooh, Tim, good background.
I think it's gonna make me sick in about 20 seconds. There's a lot of motion. It rotates every like 3 seconds.
I know it's 2, Shane.
But it rotates in the opposite direction that things do here.
That's right.
That's so funny.
All right. Well, once Rissa gets back, we'll start the episode of How to Get Away with Murder. Now, what we're gonna do for our favorite thing is we're gonna do, of course, our names, the character and characters we are playing, and we are gonna do our favorite murder. So we'll do that once Rissa gets back. In the meanwhile, who here has seen How to Get Away with Murder? I know we talked.
I've seen it.
Love it.
Yeah. First season, was strong. Tim, who's your favorite person? Not Tim, sorry, Mike, the crime guy. Mike, who's your favorite?
I was sweating. I was sweating real briefly that I'd have to answer a question about a show I have not seen.
No, I just want to know, Mike.
You could just say that I'm Italian. You don't have to say
I don't like mentioning that because it exposes my internal biases.
Right.
No, what's your favorite crime murder guy in history?
in history.
In all of time and space.
Don't say murder guy, Chris. Don't cutesy it up. Who's your favorite murder guy?
Who's my murder bae? Who's uber murder? Oh, I did a little mudwa. Yeah. Who's your favorite stone cold killer?
Well, I'm a little like off. I'm a little on the spot, but I think there was a guy in the mafia named Tommy Patera who like learned karate. Like he was very good at karate, also killed a ton of people. And I just think it's funny that like the guy learned karate, but none of the principles of karate, which is dumb. You only use it for self-defense. He was just like, I'm gonna learn karate, and then be a mass murderer for the mafia.
I love them. I mean, I'm sure to some people's families it's not funny, but I love that. And
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you were killed by him, it's probably a bummer.
It's probably funny to be killed by a guy doing karate.
Yeah, with a ninja star.
Yeah.
Right, because most people, when they think about how they're gonna die, they don't think like nunchucks, katana, ninja star. And
also not Italian.
No, and they don't think an Italian guy's gonna be the one using it. So he really was an interesting character. Yeah.
It would suck if you get taken out by like a fisherman carry or something.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, wonderful. All right, so we got everyone here. So we're gonna dive into Jason's episode of How to Get Away with Murder. First, Jason, what do you know about the show? Because you've never seen How to Get Away with Murder.
No, I've never seen it. I don't know very much about it, really. I love Viola Davis, though. I'm surprised I haven't watched it before because I think she's great. But the only thing I know about it is that she's a law professor, and it's a Shonda Rhimes show. And yeah, I want to be Shonda Rhimes, so I don't know why I haven't watched any of her stuff, but I want to be her.
Yeah. You know, there's some good. I mean, Scandal, like first 3 seasons, is pretty good. Really good for season 2, I'd say. But yeah. Scandal. No. Well, I'm really excited about this script. This was something that we've been working on for a long time to actually make happen, and prophecy fulfilled, baby.
I haven't been working on this script for a long time, though.
No, Jason has been working his entire life on this.
I was just born 3 days ago.
Any typos? The thing is, everybody who writes for Spec Script, except maybe Crystal and maybe Sarah, writes the script like the night before. Regardless of any kind of deadline, and so even if you had started,
we love it every time it happens. It doesn't stress us out at all.
It doesn't create any like issues where we don't send people appropriate information. But the thing about it is like, so you could have been working on this script for 10 years.
Hilarious.
You still would have only worked on it for a day. No, it's great. It's really good. That sounds. I'm not. I love Jason. I'm not trying to bully him. Are we missing somebody? Me changing the topic. Richard is temporarily gone. Yeah, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our name, our character, our characters we are playing, and our favorite murder. So let me remind myself who I'm playing, and then we're gonna party. So hi, my name is Chris Hodemy. I am playing the characters of all the customers 1 through 4, and Cop and Guard 2. Now, Jason, I made the executive decision to say that the cops in this decide they went to work in in a prison because similarly evil mentalities.
No problem with that.
Yeah. So they're both bastards, and also I am legally a bastard, so I felt like it's an appropriate rule to play. To play that. All right, so so I'm playing Cop and Guard 2, and all the customers. I'm passing it on to Sarah Kennedy.
Hi, hello. I'm Sarah Kennedy, and I am be playing the role I think I was born to play, which is Frank Delfino. I don't know. And my favorite murder is the death scene in The Mask, where he gets to like do a whole bunch of different kinds of death.
Nah.
I think that's pretty good. You get shot. I love it.
I didn't do my favorite murder. I'm sorry. But my favorite murder is Karen. Is Talia al Ghul at the end of The Dark Knight Rises when Marion Cotillard goes like, clearly they only had one take, and it's great. All right. Lydia, are you frozen? No, you're just stoic. I'm gonna go to Taquita.
Hey, I'm Taquita Love. I am playing Connor, and my favorite murder is hard. I would say it was an attempted murder scene in The Lion King when Scar tried to kill Simba, and it's all about the music for me in the song and the dancing. But Scar as a murderer is, kind of like a reality check. Be close, your family, your friends will stab you in your back.
Yeah. Don't trust uncles. All right, Shane, what's your favorite murder?
Can I talk about my characters first? So I
have
my name's Shane Jose. I'm going to be playing the parts of Scooter Scroggins, the school principal, and cop/guard number 1. So I'm Chris's coworker. Although my parents were legally wed when they had me. So my favorite murder is I say fell on a guy. I say fell on a guy.
Alrighty, Jared George.
Hey, Jared George back again, and I'm gonna be playing. And I made sure just the character Wes. I made sure verified. Yeah, I'm good at it. Yeah, and my favorite murder is the one happened 5 days ago, and it's still in front of my house. And now, they don't go away. But I do love crows, though.
All right.
No one got that. Okay, whatever.
That
God damn it.
That was good. I had some work to do.
No, I gotta go. Shut this down.
I messed up. Hey, Shane, take charge of the name game as I solve a thing, please.
Okay, I'll take charge. Lydia, take charge of the name game thing. I'm just kidding. Lydia, go next.
Okay, I'll go next. Hey, I'm Lydia Manning, and I am narrating this episode. Thanks, Sarah. A lot of love for narrators. My favorite murder is that one guy that Moses killed in the Bible. Because up until that point, I thought that if you murdered, you would go to hell. But the Bible taught me that sometimes you can murder and go to heaven.
All right. I'm just gonna jump in and say one thing. A little peek behind the curtain. Richard Douglas Jones had to run off. He's not in this episode though, so we want to say thank you, Richard Douglas Jones. Listen to Black Nerd Power, and hopefully one day he'll be able to do the Memphis Comedy Festival again in a responsible manner. We love Richard Douglas Jones, and I want to say that Richard and I, when we talked about booking, I was like, okay, cool, you're only going to be in the first episode. But I forgot that and almost cast him in this. But then I forgot to actually cast him in this one. So my irresponsibility made me extra responsible.
2 wrongs made a right on this game.
Yeah. The point is, don't ever improve yourself. All right. So Lydia, do you want to stay in charge of this, or is it Shane is in charge?
Chris, what are you working on?
I was working on my panic when I thought I accidentally forgot to cast Richard.
Okay. Joy, we haven't heard from you yet, right?
Okay, yeah. I'm Joy James. I'm playing Laurel, and my favorite murder is every fight scene in Kill Bill.
Ooh. Nice. That's good.
Pretty good.
Let's jump down to New Zealand and talk to Tim.
Hello. I am going to be reading for the part of Michaela. A good part, I'm sure. And the murder that came into my head was in the first Matrix movie. There's a guy called Tank, and he gets killed by Cypher when they're on the Nebuchadnezzar. And Tank is a guy played by this. He's an African American / Kiwi actor called Anthony Ray Parker. Trippy dude, did a reality show here. But he like comes back with his dying breath, and Cypher says, "I don't believe it," and Tank says, "Believe it or not, you piece of shit, you're still gonna burn," and he freaking zaps him.
Yeah.
And he's dead, and it's cool.
And he's dead. I'm so sorry.
Wow,
Get it all the
Lydia.
time, Lydia.
Wow.
All the time.
We're sending Lydia to some sensitivity training right now.
Kiwi friends.
We have terrible vowels, and we need to own that fact. It's okay. We got other stuff going for us.
I wanna go to Mike. Mike, yeah.
There's a murder in Sopranos that I think is like one of my favorite murders, but I don't want to spoil the show for anybody who hasn't seen it.
You've already done the show. Go ahead.
You've done the show.
Yeah, I wanted you on that one, but like I asked you the day before we were doing it, so tragically, one day.
I already know the bookie gets killed.
Yeah.
And number 2.
Right.
Papa John's in it all. All right, go.
Well, there's a scene where like it's. I don't want to waste people's time going into it, but there's a scene that we'll post a YouTube link of the murder because it's very fun. And the murder is basically about like these two. One of Tony's guys gets killed for being gay, and then 2 of Tony's guys sort of get revenge on one of the guys that did it, and it's a very like cool. It's a very fun moment because you know that they're like. They're homophobic, but they also won't stand for what this guy did to their friend. So it's just kind of like a very heartwarming scene where 2 guys murder another guy because they miss their friend.
That's good. That's healthy toxic masculinity.
That's non-toxic masculinity.
Yeah, that's just good men stuff.
That's just real. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't ever worry about making things run long here because Twitch rewards you for forcing people to keep on watching.
Awesome.
Outside of any health.
The only issue would be if someone needed to actually had like a hard out, needed to go do something after the show.
And
they need to get in their car and drive to
I
Vancouver
canceled
for
all
some
my
reason.
engagements today, so this is all I have to do today.
Oh, wait,
my fiance's at the ultrasound appointment by herself. So I can do this.
All right, let's see. I got the things that we shifted around, so I forgot who we haven't done. Let's go to Rissa. How you doing, Rissa?
Hi, how are you?
I'm always good.
Wonderful. So I am playing Professor Keating, which I believe is the role played by Viola Davis. Okay. And the question that you guys are answering, I didn't catch the question at first. I'm sorry. What is the question?
Oh, what's your favorite murder?
Oh, my favorite murder scene?
Or it could be real. Everyone's going. Everyone's a coward here and going with fictional murder.
Didn't. Don't make one hack joke, Chris.
Let me see. I mean, I think it'd be kind of sick to say, oh, my favorite murder is something that happened that was not fictional.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go with The Wrath, old school. It was pretty dope back when Charlie Sheen was hot and wasn't passing out AIDS. So,
yeah.
So check that out. It's good.
Yeah. No, sounds good. Have we gone to you? I can't remember. Everything got rearranged, and I usually try to make a line, and then Aaron, did we do you? Yeah, we did you, because your favorite murder was the one that happened a few weeks ago. I remember it now. Who hasn't gone?
Of his house.
Yeah, who hasn't gone besides Jason?
I didn't go.
I keep on forgetting Chris. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Crystal, what's your favorite murder?
I'm playing Carla, and my favorite murder is all the white people that died and Get Out. That was great, and also Roadrunner's work.
Yeah.
Love a piano. from the sky.
And that brings us to Jason, or our writer for this episode, Jason. Let me.
Yeah. Hi, I'll be playing Bonnie this episode, and to me, all life is sacred. I'm really good at murder, but when Thanos got his head fucking cut off, that was pretty cool.
Nerd alert!
You haven't seen Endgame, but yeah, that shit was real cool.
This is a TV themed podcast. Is that everyone? I'm not trying to do a bit. I'm not trying to do a bit.
This is not your son's live Twitch stream, okay? You don't have to impress us.
I mean, like, there are real life murders that are a real life murder that was cool because it was long enough ago is when the Persians killed Marcus Crassus, a part of the triumvirate of the Roman leadership, because it was Pompey, Caesar, and Crassus was the richest man of all time, and he was an arrogant old guy who owned a lot of slaves and and crushed Spartacus' rebellion, and then the Persians chopped his head off. So that's a good one.
I was totally going to say that too.
But yeah.
If Crassus is so important, how come only Pompey and Caesar were on Xena?
Because they kept their heads. You can't cast a guy without a head.
Fair.
And actually, my other favorite murder, I know I already did it, is Crystal and Jason murdering these scripts with jokes. All right, y'all ready to start?
Yeah.
All right, well then let's dive into Jason Lamb's episode of How to Get Away with Murder.
Interior, college classroom, day. At the head of a long conference table stands Professor Annalise Keating. Maybe it's Annalise, somebody tell me before.
Annalise.
Go on. Hell yeah. At the head of a long conference table stands Professor Annalise Keating. She cuts the figure of a CEO more than a college professor, dressed in a sharp business suit, with her makeup and manicure on point and hair did immaculately.
Well, here we are, the end of another semester. I will take a moment to raise the glass to tell you what a privilege it is been to teach you this year. My Keating 5. You're truly some of the most brilliant students I've ever had. I'm so glad to see you. I'm so sad to see you go.
Scan around to see the others seated at the table. Prof. Keating's students. He and the student are all holding champagne glasses. Keating acknowledges them one by one, and they each take turns offering their cheers in response.
Wes?
What? Swimming scholarship athlete with a dumb jock, date-rapey smile adorning his face, and a Letterman's jacket draped over his fit body.
Cool, champagne! I love this fizzy shit. Thanks, Professor Keating.
Connor?
Connor is a sawed-off, smug know-it-all, wearing glasses, a greasy beard, and pizza sauce stains on his flannel shirt. A real 21st century Richard Dreyfuss type.
Sure, champagne. Sure, champagne. Why not? Putting my tuition dollars to good use, I see. Do you realize that these interest rates astronauts will be Jing their D's on Mars by the time I get my student loans paid off?
Carla?
Carla is a messy bun environmentalist dressed in yoga pants, Birks, an oversized college sweater, and even more oversized round glasses. No matter what it is, she is so over it.
And there's not going to be any Earth for those astronauts to come home to if we keep corrupting Mother Nature's womb with our industrial pollution and pesticides. Is this organic?
Michaela?
Michaela is a goth girl with unkempt black hair and thick dark sunglasses, almost completely covering a face that's made up pancake flour white. Every time she talks, it sounds like she's doing you a favor. But something about her seems a bit off.
Who is, of course, wearing one of the worst disguises the world has ever seen, and of course, can't hide from us that she's actually First Lady Melania Trump. Madam First Lady, I'm still not certain how or why you're here.
I don't know what you mean. You said yourself, I am a brilliant law student. I'm here to be best attorney.
Right. Last and quite least, I assure you, Laurel.
Laurel is a wannabe clone of Prof. Keating in style and dress, but her giddy, perky optimism and lack of intellect make it impossible to fulfill her role.
Can I just tell you what a joy it's been to take this class from you? I'm so sad it's over, but I'm still confused about something.
Who is not one of my students?
When's the part when you talk about how you met my mother?
Laurel, we've attempted to explain this to you for the past 4 years, but this class is called How to Get Away with Murder. How I Met Your Mother is a genealogy class that's held 2 doors down. Somehow you keep wandering in here, even though I write the name of the class on the blackboard day after day. You're dumb as dildo, but I admire your stick-to-itiveness.
Laurel gives Keating a namaste bow in appreciation. Keating's 2 aides, Frank and Bonnie, chime in. Both are affable, average-looking folk who ramble with bold, brassy voices and morning zoo radio host energy.
Hey, Professor Keating, don't you forget about us.
Yes, of course. How can I forget my 2 aides?
That's right, Bonnie. Bonnie and Frank broadcasting live from our second job as teachers' aides, because we can't turn it off and we can't turn it down.
Bonnie and Frank in the morning on the mighty 1090 The Badger.
Off screen, as you heard, an air horn blares with a rapid succession of bursts, and a badger chitters wildly.
We don't make nearly enough in radio to survive.
Not even close. 6 kids and 4 mortgages between us. You do the math.
Cheers, everyone.
They all clink glasses and take a sip of their drinks. Keating moves to the blackboard and gets down to business.
Now, let's get down to business. Of course, you all remember 1 week ago when we were wearing completely different clothes.
1 week earlier. Everyone is seated in the same position as they are in present day.
Before we go on for the summer, we have one item left to take care of. If you're considered one of the Keating 5, it means you're one of the best young legal minds in the country. But this is America, and you shouldn't settle for being one of the best. You should strive to be the best.
Yes, be best.
You nailed it, Prof. America first. Love it or leave it.
Annalise Keating, making America great again.
That's why, for our final project, I decided to raise the stakes quite a bit. I'm going to offer you an opportunity to separate yourselves from your peers, to leave the Keating 5 behind and become the Keating 1. My heir apparent.
The table erupts into surprised crosstalk.
Not only will the person who completes their final project with the most flair, the most elan, receive a personal letter, a recommendation from me to the law firm of their choice, they will have a guaranteed place on staff here at the university. My place.
The table explodes with more chatter.
Wow.
But first, you must find out if any of you are actually worthy. Now, all semester long, we've been talking about slow-acting poison. You know I'm a huge fan. But I've also always known there's a better mousetrap out there.
Aw, mice are so cute.
They're shit factories.
And that mousetrap has been inside us all along. Ask yourself, what is the most sinister creation ever created by the human race?
Social media.
The New England Patriots.
Gluten obs.
Don't get me started. Imagine if he was sweating and grunting on top of you for 7 minutes.
Those gosh darn Thin Mints, they are so addictive. I open a box with the intention of just eating like 3, and next thing I know, I wake up with the whole thing gone, and I've licked the fingerprint skin like right off of my hand.
Ugh, those cookies are so full of chemicals. The Girl Scouts are basically a terrorist organization at this point.
Wrong. The actual answer should be revealing itself to you in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Suddenly, each person at the table groans and winces in horror, waving their hands in front of their noses.
That's right. Meet silbudrexylpressnolene, the essential enzyme in silent but deadly is of SBD.
Wicked fucking gnarly. Did that come out of you, Prof? You might need a checkup.
Man, for years I've been fascinated by the strength of SBDs. Is that sound of a daily fart? How one whiff can strike out of nowhere and bring a grown man to his knees. And I wondered if it would be possible to harness his powers, synthesize it and fuse it with a traditional toxic substance to create the most imperceptible and efficient poison ever made. So much so that I've been funding a private lab for nearly 10 years, strictly dedicated to its development, and we finally did it.
How?
Don't tell me you created a fart mill?
Very good, Wes.
Cut 2. Insert flashback within the flashback. Woods, day. Deep inside a Kentucky holler, Keating opens the back of a cargo van. Nearby, a worker, Scooter Scroggins, wheels a hand truck carrying a 55-gallon metal drum out of the fart mill delivery bay. Metal gears can be heard grinding off screen, and huge clouds of brown vapor are billowing from smokestacks into the sky. Scooter looks like a much dirtier, oilier Wilford Brimley.
Oh. Our lab was able to capture the raw materials from some of the gassiest people in the country, working 3 rotating shifts a day to come up with just enough silver drexel.
No one knows how to pronounce
That's an impossible word. Don't, that's not even.
Jason, what's wrong with you?
Lot.
Call it Silbadrex.
Yeah.
SPD's fine.
Scooter lifts the drum into the van. It clangs around clumsily before settling in place.
Careful, I'd rather not have my face melted off today.
Okay. Damn, girl. You're more nervous than a long-tailed cat and the long-tailed cat eaters anonymous meeting. What you doing with all this brown gold anyway?
That's my business.
Keating removes a wad of cash from her pockets and jams it in Scooter's hand.
And this is your business.
Well, you don't got to be so rude about it.
Keating walks away, shaking her head.
Hey, you think next time we can go get some corn dogs together like a couple of human goddamn beings?
Back to original flashback. Keating gestures to the students, coaxing them to get closer.
For your final theses, your task is very simple. I'm going to supply each of you with a small amount of SBD, and all you have to do is prove that you have what it takes to be the Keating one. Is use it to poison one of your fellow classmates.
What? Like poison?
That's right. I'm going to assign each of you a target, introduce them to SVD for the first time, for the first and last time, and you'll show me that you're the one.
Keating writes the words 1 week on the blackboard.
And the experimental phase, SVD, can take several days to course through a victim system. So if there's no winner in 1 week's time, we'll gather again and adjust the attempts to stolen on style points. I encourage you to employ as much flair, line, and panache as you can muster. It's all about execution, literally.
Ooh, Frank, did you see what she did there?
Heck yeah, Bonnie. That was so clever. Stevie Wonder could see what she did there. Speaking of sightlessness music genius himself, we'll be serving you up some Stevie as part of our 10-minute, 90-second non-stop music block coming up next. We'll also be hanging out with the innocent man, William Joel, America's favorite travel agent, Mr. Edward R. Money. Eddie, to you.
Oh, that's perfect top-down driving music. We've got some perfect top-down driving music and weather on the way going on outside right now. Just about 81 degrees for the high today. Perfect day for picnic. Perfect day for watching one of these young people and determining whether them is going to live or die. We're going to bring it all to you live on Bonnie and Frank in the Morning on the mighty 1090 The Badger.
Back to present day.
Now it's time to see what's what. By a show of hands, who was able to pull off the assignment?
All the students' hands shoot into the air.
Oh, I love the uncured enthusiasm. Carla, let's start with you. Who is your target?
My target was Connor.
What?
Yep. This was perfect because I've been wanting to kill you for a while now anyway. So it worked out. And it was really pretty easy.
Cut 2. Insert flashback. Interior, dorm, day. Connor exits his room wearing just a towel around his waist and shower shoes. Carla watches from around a corner.
Everybody knows that Connor takes a shower every Tuesday. By the way, props on water conservation, but gross. At 1:45 p.m. so he doesn't miss Judge Judy at 2 p.m.
Once Connor passes by, Carla slips inside his room.
After that, it was just a matter of getting inside his room and slipping the SBD into his little afternoon snack.
Inside Connor's kitchen, Carla dispenses a few drops of a tincture dropper onto some food on a cookie sheet. A pizza.
It was a pizza cake.
Hold up.
Back to the scene. Keating addresses Carla with hands on hips.
How many goddamn times I have to tell you to enunciate? It's piece of cake, bitch.
No, she said it right. Pizza cake is a little recipe she's been trying to perfect.
What? Why?
This lawyer stuff was always just going to be a stepping stone for me. I have other career aspirations I need to prepare for.
Cut 2. Insert Connor's fantasy. Exterior/interior restaurant day. Guy Fieri steps out of his famous cherry Camaro and approaches the front door, speaking directly to the camera.
Here on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, we've been to Portland a whole bunch of times. It's a place up. Quite a late-night appetite protesting social injustice and getting gassed by cops. We kept hearing all this funky little joint on the SC end of town where they're serving up some slamming pizza on, of all things, a pound cake crust. But we were never able to stop for a visit until now. This is pizza cake.
Oh, it's gooey, it's sweet, it's savory. There's really nothing else like it.
In the kitchen, a starstruck Connor places a slice of piping hot pizza cake in front of Guy.
All right, what you got for me, Chief?
This is our world famous original recipe pizza cake.
Guy grabs the slice and plunges half of it into his cherubic face. Take a few chomps and sighs with delight.
Right there, that's the real deal. That's the bomb.com. I love it, gov it.
Connor beams with pride.
You got the rich, the creaminess of the cheese with the red pepper flakes and the sauce, giving it a little bit of heat for a nice balance. And that pound cake crust is so buttery and dense. Great job, brother.
Guy pounds fists with Connor, and they pantomime an explosion. Then Connor gives Guy a passionate bear hug. It gets
Okay. I think we can release old guy back in the wild now. Seriously, get the fuck off me, man.
back to scene.
Okay, well done, Carla. So Connor looks as fit as he's capable of being.
Connor sneers at Carla.
Not even so much as a tummy rumble.
Okay, then, Connor, let's hear from you next.
Well, it was an honor and privilege for me to poison our first lady here.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is McKay.
Yeah, Michaela, we know. Not gonna lie, she was a toughie. But after a while of observing her movements and memorizing her routine, I finally saw a way in.
Cut 2. Insert flashback. Interior store day. Michaela saunters around a tiny Eastern European specialty grocery store, casually dropping items into her shopping basket. Connor observes from the safety of a nearby aisle.
I noticed she went to this European grocer every couple days.
Michaela nods to the cashier. Slyly nods back.
I wasn't sure what she was doing there at first, but I knew it wasn't to buy lots graves or whatever it is that they eat from where they're from.
Near the back of the store, Connor observes Michaela slide behind a velvety curtain. A moment later, as Connor sees the cashier is busy with another customer, he takes the opportunity to follow Michaela behind the curtain.
It was super dark back there, but I began to see the light pretty quickly.
Connor descends a long staircase down into the basement. The only light illuminating the scene is from a sliver of light coming through a slightly cracked door.
I knew I had her.
Close up at Connor's eye peeking through a crack in the door. Connor's point of view as he sees Michaela propped up on doctor's exam table with a weird medical device attached to her face. A doctor orbits her, strategically placing several long syringes into the device with needles that penetrate her face. She's under anesthesia.
So on her next visit, all I had to do was chloroform the doctor, replace her face juice with some SBD, and skedaddle out of there.
Moving forward in time and showing quick cuts of Connor doing just that while Michaela is completely out of it.
It was a piece of cake.
Shut up about the goddamn piece of cake already.
Back to scene.
Well, looks like Connor got you pretty good, eh?
I care nothing about this petty game. I focus only on big picture and 5-year plan to be best Michaela there is.
Oh yeah, a little big picture.
Cut 2. Insert Michaela's fantasy. Exterior restaurant day. Guy Fieri steps out of his famous cherry Camaro and approaches the front door, speaking directly to the camera.
Hey, I'm Guy Fieri, and I'm still here in Portland on a trumped-up gun charge, but out of my own recognizance. You know, when Donald Trump was elected in 2016, most of the country was introduced to his wife, Melania, right away. We could tell that behind those steely blue eyes, she was trapped in a miserable, loveless marriage. Well, she's been through quite a few changes since then. She faked an identity, became a law student. Then, after her husband mysteriously disappeared right before his re-election, she became a successful lawyer under her pseudonym. But then, she soon quit and opened up this funky little joint on the southeast end of town where they're serving up some sizzling Slovenian eats that you can find anywhere, that you can't find anywhere outside of Sevnica. This is Klobasa Crazy.
Oh, is that me?
Customer.
Why are you so bad?
Chris.
Oh, where's the patika? This strudel and the strukli in the zegnaki or the monkik. It's all so good, just like what we used to eat in the old country.
Chris, I think you were muted. Can you say that again?
No!
Yeah, definitely.
I had to.
I couldn't hear any of
I had
it.
to text a former lover.
Chris,
all right.
It's Spec Script time?
I'm irresponsible. All right. Where is the potika? the strukliji, the Zingachi or the Moknik. It's all so good, just like what we used to eat in the old country.
Yeah, that was great on the second try too. It was great.
Shut up, I hate you all. Is what I would say in the old country. Bye.
In the kitchen, Michaela places a plate full of sausage in front of Guy.
Now, what the hell do you call this?
This is kranjska klobasa, which is cannellone sausage, a traditional Slovenian sausage.
Interesting texture. The meat is hard to describe. Oh, sorry.
You put
it's
it.
aged and very salty, almost bitter.
Guy is struggling through it.
Now, the disappearance of your husband, the former President Trump, is one of the greatest political mysteries of all time. He seems to have fallen off the face of the earth. What do you think happened to him?
Yeah, I don't know. Since I was not married to him and never met him. But wherever he is, I'm sure he's in a much tastier place.
You mind if I spit this out?
Guy hawks the meat mush onto the kitchen floor.
I mean, that was awful. I hated every second of that. Great job, brother.
Guy pounds fists with Michaela. He then aggressively grabs at Guy, embracing him.
Oh, you know what? I think I'm good.
Oh, he said, oh. So, wait. Is that why you're taking this class, to figure out a way to murder your husband, President Trump, and turn him into sausage?
I'm here because I love the law and my name is Michaela. I only want to catch criminal and make them pay for crime.
Risa.
I think I'm off the street. Away.
Well, I, as a customer, just a figment of your imagination, would assume that Professor Keating would say something along the lines of, I feel that. All right, then, Michaela, let's see what you're able to come up with.
Looks like we've got a leader in the clubhouse.
What?
Michaela.
What's Michaela's line?
Where Michaela?
Me? Should I go?
Yeah, I did.
My target was Wes.
What? No way!
Yes, very much way.
Cut to. Insert flashback. Exterior/interior, car, night. Wes is at the wheel. His eyes are narrow slits. He's drunk tank drunk, and car weaves in and out of his lane.
I'm so drunk.
This is obviously very strong, very much in shape. Not fat lump of trash like Connor. Hey, so I knew poisoning him would take a long time for SBD to take effect. So I had to find a way of getting into system ASAP.
Behind Wes's car, the blue-red lights of a police cruiser spinning.
Shit!
Fortunately, I have friends in high places.
Cut to. Insert flashback within the flashback. Exterior, parking lot, night. Michaela approaches the same police cruiser with a crumpled paper bag. A cop rolls down the driver's side window to greet her.
Of course, his stupid cis-het white male superiority complex makes him think he's invincible.
Michaela hands the cop the bag, and he removes from it a plastic baggie with the SBD in it. The cop then sprinkles the SBD on the mouthpiece of his breathalyzer device. Back to original flashback. The same cop stands guard as Wes blows into the breathalyzer.
But he was wrong. Like Donkey Kong.
Back to scene.
It was a mere slice of Prekomska Yobanka.
We're on page 15.
It's the clubhouse line.
Oh. I don't know. Somehow everything got like out of order.
It's okay.
Sorry.
No worries.
Looks like we've got a leader in the clubhouse.
Well, that's just because you haven't heard my story yet, but I'm offended by the idea that I'm just a dumb jock. I know I can't play forever. That's why I have big plans as an attorney, and then...
Oh, don't tell me.
Insert Wes's fantasy. Exterior/interior restaurant day. Guy Fieri takes a massive bong rip and, realizing he's on camera, passes the apparatus to his cameraman off screen.
Hey, I'm Guy Fieri, and you know one of the best things about Portland is it's got more strip clubs per capita than it's got churches. Now, I'm not a religious man myself, but I sure do worship big naturals. So this funky little joint on the southeast end of town where they're serving up some hot nights, cold brews, juicy burgers, and big boobs. I just had to check it out. This is Burger Boob.
What's not to like about this place, you know? It's like The Sound of Music, broad, had raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. I got this.
In a private booth, Wes sets a plate full of burgers down in front of Guy, who's enjoying a lap dance.
What we got for you today is, Guy?
Yeah, it's good texture, it's salty, it's rich, it's buttery. Great job, brother. Is that what you want to hear?
Wes tries to slide in on the action between Guy and the stripper.
Excuse me.
Guy rebuffs it.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Not really into that.
Very illuminating, worth everyone's time. Thank you, Wes. And that means you're up. Who's your target?
Professor, I was tasked with killing the lovely Carla.
Of course, it had to be you.
Oh, what? I'm not good enough to kill you or something?
I'd want to be killed by anybody but you. You fucking... I'd want to be killed by anybody but you. You fucking...
Okay, listen out here, people. What was your technique, Wes?
You don't... I could pull it off? Get this. You know how she always bragging about how she only uses all natural feminine products? Well, I snuck into her bathroom, right? And I...
No.
I believe we've heard enough.
Ooh, looks like we've just entered the city limits of a Chinese town called Too Far.
Hey, isn't that racist, Frank?
Haven't you heard? Everything is racist nowadays.
Whoa, slow down there, Frank. We here at the Mighty 1090 The Badger want all you protesters to know that we stand behind you in a fight for social justice. That's us in the back waving.
Black Lives Matter!
You know what? I don't even care about criminal law. I only care about the biggest crime of all, the murder of this planet. I'm meant for so much more than your little class here. Someday, I'm going to...
Let me guess.
Cut 2. Insert Carla's fantasy. Exterior/interior restaurant day. A white unmarked van speeds up to the entrance and brakes hard. The panel side door opens and Guy Fieri is tossed out. He tumbles onto the pavement, ass over flip-flops, gathers himself, and approaches the front door, speaking directly to the camera.
Hey, I'm Guy Fieri, and I'm still in Portland. They've closed the bridges, and I was just detained for several hours that I'm uncertain of. So, I'm starving. A couple of the unidentified law enforcement officers who questioned me kept mentioning this funky little joint on the southeast end of town where they're serving up some of the freshest farm-to-fork food east or west of the Cascades, and they just dropped me off to check it out. This is Life Cafe.
Honestly, I don't know how the food is here. We placed an order like 45 minutes ago and haven't even gotten anything. So I think we're just gonna go.
In the kitchen, Carla and Guy stand across from each other, glaring.
What are we cooking today, chef?
Nothing.
Guy looks into the camera for help.
Okay. Is there a reason for that you'd like to share?
Just not fucking into it. I'm supposed to just joyfully whip up a meal for you when the oceans are dying and the polar bears have the ice caps melting under their very paws and no one gives a shit?
A beat. Guy exhales loudly.
So you want to make out for a while, or?
Yeah, all right.
Back to Steve.
Okay, Laurel. It turns out you didn't actually have a target, so I guess you're off the hook.
Did it?
What do you mean?
I took the poison myself.
Let me get this straight. You intentionally poisoned yourself to advance in a class that you're not even in?
Well, how the heck else was I supposed to win? I've got big plans.
Oh, Lord. Now, here she goes.
Cut 2. Insert Laurel's fantasy. Exterior/interior elementary school day. Guy Fieri walks along a chain link fence with a camera tracking him.
So I've been trying to blow this Portland popsicle for a while because, God, I miss my family. But people keep telling us about this funky little joint on the southeast end of town where one of the strangest people in the world has created her own little personal chill spot that we just had to check out. It's definitely not a place we normally visit here on Triple D. Heck, it's not even a restaurant. This is just a fucking sandbox, apparently.
While we understand that she's clearly enjoying herself, Laurel has really started to make our families uncomfortable. We've asked her to leave several times, and now she's taking reservations from people to play in our school's sandbox. We have no choice but to press charges at this point.
Guy steps into the sandbox with Laurel, sitting with her legs crossed, playing with a toy bucket and shovel. There's a line of people waiting to get in.
So someone told me you used to be a lawyer. Was this like a stress relief kind of thing you discovered?
I guess. Being a lawyer was just so boring. Ugh, I just wanted to do something fun.
Guy roots around in the sand, playing and having a great time.
Well, the sand's got great texture. It's light. It's airy. I've only been in here for a few minutes, and I can just feel all the tension of the day melt away. It's taking me back to childhood, where I just played, like, all day. No deadlines or commitments, no travel. Just peace and good times. Great job, brother.
Guy, now sobbing uncontrollably, a half-hearted fist bump with Laurel.
Will you have a baby with me?
Back to scene.
Well, I'm not certain if I learned that any of you prove that you're worthy enough to be my successor, but your mutual sexual attraction to Guy Fieri is quite enough to take you out of the running.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, though. If we're all poisoned each other, then there's no way for us, any of us can win. Damn, that seems like something I should have realized way earlier.
That's where you're wrong. Turns out there is a winner in all of this. Me.
What do you mean?
Because you four are the most brilliant up-and-coming legal minds. I don't need the competition, except for Laurel. I just don't like that bitch.
That's not nice.
Did you think I was just going to let you elbow me out of the way? No, I know I can go on with my position at this university and as senior partner at Minnock, Maybach, Debussy, and McCracken. At least for the next 4 years.
What happens then?
I'll do it all over again. Me, the Keating one, and only.
Oh, but how we're gonna even go and get rid of the bodies?
That's where we come in.
That's right. We also happen to moonlight as corpse removal crime scene cleanup custodians. We've been taking care of the prof's little messes for going on ages now. First, we're gonna behead, and then disarticulate your bodies with a hacksaw, and then dissolve the bloody remains, in hydrochloric acid until you're reduced to a viscous soup-type substance.
Then we gather the human goop that once was you in specially designed totes and pour you into a nearby gully.
That's disgusting and makes total sense.
So, the quiz you should be completing is very hostile takeover of your bloodstream and central nervous system. Here, pretty quick. Any final words you share with us? Thoughts? More recipes?
I guess at this point, we should chime in with a couple of little bits of information ourselves.
Oh?
Well, in addition to our several other jobs, we're also undercover cops, and you're under arrest.
What?
Several uniformed cops and detectives burst into the room, guns drawn, and snatch up Keating.
Yes, we've been wearing a big old wire this whole time.
This is the thing. You're as guilty as I am. You've incriminated yourselves on tape as compliances to murder, attempted murder, obstruction of justice.
Oh, we cut a deal, and our slate of transgressions has been wiped clean.
Turns out they had bigger fish to fry, and by that, they mean you. The cops confiscated your SPD supply a while ago and replaced it with protein powder, completely harmless.
Well, shit.
Come on, let's go.
What a ripoff. I thought this class was going to teach us how to get away with murder.
Heck, if you really wanted to know how to get away with murder, all you had to do was ask us.
Cops!
The cops escort Keating out.
But wait, which one of us would you have picked?
Exterior campus day. Keating 5, Bonnie and Frank exit the law school building in time to see Keating being carted away in a police car. The area is taped off and onlookers mill around, buzzing with curiosity.
Dear Professor Keating, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice 4 years of our lives to make it through law school. But we think you're crazy to make us try and poison each other as some kind of misguided way of proving ourselves to you. The truth is, you're right. None of us could ever be worthy of being the Keating one. This process made us learn that each of us is a dummy.
And a dumb athlete, but not as dumb as her.
First Lady Basket Case.
A really annoying person.
And a fucking asshole.
Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, the Keating 5.
Moments later, Carla and Connor walk together across the football field. Connor starts to convulse, turn blue, and foam at the mouth. He drops to the turf hard. Carla hovers over him.
But how? Why?
Oh, poor babe. Poor dying baby. The truth is, I couldn't bring myself to use that artificial crap she cooked up. So I went a more organic route. Hemlock for the win.
Carla flashes a peace sign in Connor's face, then steps over him. He dies. Carla swaggers across the football field, pausing briefly to raise a fist to the sky triumphantly. Epilogue. Interior/exterior courthouse day. In a holding cell, Keating drops the letter she was just reading to the floor.
Does that answer my question? I didn't even ask them anything.
2 guards drag an orange jumpsuited Keating from a courthouse to the back of a heavily armored police van. Keating's wrists and ankles are cuffed and linked together with long, unwieldy chains.
You know, this is really kind of dumb. We shouldn't be taking prisoners in front of the courthouse. Anybody could just roll up on us out here.
Man, I've been saying that.
The screeching of spinning tires and the guttural roar of a 6-cylinder engine clearing its throat to off the street. Suddenly, 2 objects whiz through the air, unseen until they reach their destination, and they reveal themselves to be gigantic meat cleavers buried in each of the heads of the guards. The guards slump to the ground lifeless. Keating stands shell-shocked as Guy Fieri's Chimera fishtails to a halt inches away from
What's shaking, bacon?
Keating jumps effortlessly into the passenger side of the car, chains and all.
What took you so long?
Traffic.
Guy pulls out a massive ring full of keys and, without even looking, unlocks Keating's cuffs.
Where are we heading now, boss lady?
Guy hands Keating a pair of colorfully tinted Oakleys, and she slides them on.
Only one place to go from here.
Flavor Town?
You think you know the way?
I've been there a time or two.
They bump fists and pantomime them exploding. Keating then tries to jump Guy's bones, but he's not having it. The Camaro speeds off down the road towards a horizon that is quickly engulfing the setting sun. Fade out.
Don't you Flavor Town me. Don't. Everybody, that has been Spec Script, How to Get Away with Murder by Jason Lamb.
Jason Lamb.
Jason. What's the type of food that lamb? Jason, Persian kebab lamb. I don't know. What type of food is lamb?
I don't know.
Mutton.
Some sort
Just
of meat.
good eats.
Yeah.
Jason Good Eats Lamb. That's what we all call him. We call him Good Eats.
Jason, can I ask you a question just while we're all here?
Yeah, we're all here.
Do you harbor like a deep, lustful longing for Guy Fieri? Because that came up a lot, and I'm no psychologist, but...
Well, I cheated a little bit. I having not seen the show, the actual show, I wanted to at least pay respects to a show that I watch all the time. So, yeah,
Nice.
I love Guy Fieri, man. I wish he was my best friend.
Yeah. No, I mean, that was I was worried when I first saw your Guy Fieri in there, because I was like, oh no, this is going to be like anti-Guy Fieri, but because in Portland, we now have to support him given that Portland icon Shane Torres did his passionate defense of Guy Fieri.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, positive to Guy Fieri. So good job. Great job, Jason. Jason, was there anything special about that script that you want to mention, or I should mention, or is that?
Yeah. Do you want Chris to say anything about your script?
No, there's a thing.
I'm
Isn't
not sure if
there a
I
thing?
do.
Okay.
But no, I just wanted to. The whole reason why I'm glad we were able to do this, I just wanted to hear the radio announcer say "Black Lives Matter."
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well, I hope I gave that enough extra B's.
Could always use more B's.
Yeah. All right. I'll do it. All right. We'll get back to it is day 100 of the Portland Black Lives Matter protests. Although some people say it was yesterday and some people say it's tomorrow, which is just a weird thing about the Portland protests, is there's not an agreement, because it's a lot of anarchists, there's not an agreement on when they started.
Anarchists don't use calendars.
Yeah, anarchists don't believe in time. But tonight is like the branded 100 days of Portland Black Lives Matter protests. So if you're watching and you're in Portland, go out to that. Unless you're like immunocompromised or like have roommates and family that are like, no shame if you can't, but I think it would be cool if you did. Jason, great script. Honestly, as someone who's watched 2 seasons, as convoluted as an episode of How to Get Away with Murder. That show is aggressively into breaking time and space. So
I'm a sucker for anything with like a good steady callback, and just constantly going back to people fantasizing about opening a restaurant so Guy Fieri would show up is great.
Yeah, I do also like that he wasn't into it really with anyone except depressingly at one point.
Yeah, and that's their fantasy. That's their fantasy.
Yeah,
he's not into
rejected
it.
by Guy Fieri. Mike, you were a great Guy Fieri.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
No, thank you. So we're at 316, Stone Cold, baby. So we can like let everyone go. Of course, Twitch rewards us going long, so I'll stick here. But if you want to go, you should, because you've been here for over 2 hours. Please tell the people watching where they can find you, and like anything you want people to know when you want to go, and just raise your hand if you're ready to go. So I'll just point to you, and then it's not like it's sprung.
Point.
Yeah, Sarah Kennedy.
I don't have to go anywhere, but I will tell you, before the show started, I was so interested in Rissa's online business and finding out some more information about that, and I couldn't find anything on Google. So, Rissa, if you could share about where people can find Black Forte and like how we can be part of supporting that.
Well, here's the thing. It's spelled in the Germanic form. It's BLAEC, which no one would know if I just said it. So I probably have to actually, what if I just change my name right quick just to make it easier for you to see, because there we go.
Yeah, Richard,
it's coming. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, not to cut you off. What were you gonna say, dear?
I was gonna say
who did I cut off?
To Sarah. Oh yeah. If you could send me everything, also, I'll just post it on social media, and I'm gonna be. I mean, I don't know. I'll talk about it a bunch later on a thing.
Okay, but yeah, just to get back to you right quick, I won't take up too much time. But I basically have shirts for adults that says, "I am not my forefathers." #dismantle racism. So it's like a walking soapboard is what my shirts actually do. So to pass on the message, so people can know which side of right they are on, and that they're on the right side of white with that. And then also for our brothers and sisters, I have my ancestors are proud as fuck. And keep it real. If some of our white accomplices want to wear them because your ancestors are proud as fuck that you have both of those chains, and you are doing your part to actively dismantle racism, I think you should sport that shirt as well. And then for our children, we have My Black is Infinite, My Black is Beautiful. So thank you so much. I'll go ahead and send the information over to Chris. I won't take up too much time, but thank you for asking.
Thank you, Rissa. All right. Peace out. Also, Crystal Adams had to run off. Check out Black Card Rehab podcast. It's really good.
Oh yeah, I got that written down.
So, yeah. Thank you, Rissa, and all that jazz. All right, who is raising their hand next? Tim.
Yeah. I have just commented using the account that I do it off. I've got this live streaming art and comedy show that I do once a week called Happening, and you can just go to happeningshow.com, and it happens there. It's on a Friday afternoon in New Zealand, which I think is like a Thursday night in LA, maybe, but like 6 years ago. So it's just track it down, you'll find it, but you can see all the old episodes and stuff. We just like to have a good hang, and we've got a good vibe, and it's a bit of escapism, particularly if your life's a bit stressful at the moment, which is everybody.
And thanks for good content. I also want to say that one of the most, comedy doesn't exist the same way it used to, but one of my favorite moments in all of comedy was I was at your show, I want to say, I guess 3 years ago, and I didn't know that you were doing this thing where you asked if anyone was a comic, and I raised my hand, and I got to open for you guys just on a whim, which I wasn't prepared to do, and I probably was too drunk, but it was very fun. It was right a block away from my house, and it was just a very, very fun time. So thank you for everything. Thank you for making the world of comedy good.
From memory, you smashed it.
Oh no, I did great. There was one of you got my name wrong, so no.
It's probably me.
Yeah, you called me Michael Hotomy, and I was like, what? No, no.
My bad.
Yeah,
When in Rome, we smoke a lot of weed, so
it's beautiful. People should check out all of your stuff because you're good. And thank you so much. And I'm glad that you have a full day ahead of you now.
I got a dash. I'm going to go do some trash cleanup for a political candidate who I'm trying to get elected. So, bye, everyone.
Good job, bro. All right, see ya.
Bye. Thanks, Tim.
Oh, before the next person talks, I am so freaking bad at this. But our Venmo is Spec-Script. Spec-Script. My lisp is killed by a dash and then an S. Spec-Script. If you send us money there, we will give it to our performers. Cash App is Spec Script, but the first S is a $sign, so it's
It's dollar peck script.
I feel weird asking for money right now, given that like I've been waiting for unemployment for how many months, friends? Like a lot. It's hack now. So I understand that everyone is going through their own financial problems. So I totally get it. So if you can't, but if you are one of our billionaire viewers and you want to give us a few million, spec script on Venmo, $PEC script on Cash App. Do it. And if you can't, look, it's COVID times. No one's life is good. I'm drinking plaid pantry wine for my so yeah, who yeah, but it's good. You know, Cave and Cove sponsor. Whom is next? Jason, Joy, Taquita. Oh yeah. So Joy raised her hand first, so I'm gonna go with her.
Thanks. I had a great time. It was hilarious.
You were great. You were great. First off, just
You're amazing.
yeah, great. Your energy, so good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just find me on Instagram and Facebook at Livity the Poet. That's my first love, poetry.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, that and acting is all one because I get to be whoever I want to be, hence the hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know I'm a little extra, but that's okay.
We want extra people on the show. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Lydia.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad we got you on. You were incredibly killed it.
So Taquita, you were the next who raised their hand.
My
also
exit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But did you want it? You can stay forever.
No.
Twitch rewards us for longer streams, so we can just. We used to. I still have a goal of doing a 24-hour stream. Not today, of course.
Why, of course. Let's do it.
No, I have to go to the.
Okay, no, I am gonna peace out. My name is Taquita Love. Thank you guys for having me. I can be found on Instagram, Taqueet, TAQWEET. My podcast, Love Notes, is LOVENOTES. By Taquita Love is on all streaming platforms. And that's about it.
Yeah. Well, it was great to meet you, and it was great to work with you. Thank you so much. We'll share all that. There's a lot of chats that I have to go through here. But thank you so much. You are fantastic. I hope to work with you again. I hope to work with everyone here again. This is a fun time. I'm going to bounce. It looks like Jason has to go. Right, Jason?
Yeah, I probably should head out and have my family remember what I look like, I guess. I've been here for a while.
No, we're your family now. We're your family.
And that's fine. I've been angling for that for a while anyway.
You are my son.
Well, no. That's not how that's going to work. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. I hope I did the series justice or something. And it was just I don't get an opportunity to write that much anymore. So,
go
ahead.
For the record, Jason, you did the show horribly. You just did it horribly. Which did Spec Script justice. That's what matters.
All right. I'm cool with that.
No.
Yeah,
you did it really well. It was great. I'm very happy that script turned out that way. It was really funny.
I appreciate it. Let's see. You can hear me Fridays at 8:40 every week on X-Ray FM in the morning. Host a show called Minority Retort where I talk to Black and brown creative people. Been doing that for 4 years, and it's just a fun time. And then
you're a real morning DJ?
Sorry?
You're a real morning DJ?
Ish. Not official. I just go in and I just bubble in front of a microphone like I'm doing now. Yes, there's that, and then I also produce Minority Retort, the comedy show, which is obviously on hiatus now, but hopefully we'll bring it back very soon. Mr. Riss has been on a couple times. Jerry and George, of course.
My kid.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll be able to do that when the world gets back to normal. But I don't know. I'm not holding out hope necessarily for normalcy, but I hope that ends up being the case because I
can't wait for 2024.
What's that?
It's 2024 when it comes back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I miss doing shows, so I hope we're able to do it again soon.
Yeah.
And then you can follow me on Instagram at Allow Jason to Retort or at Minority Retort.
That's Allow Jason to Retort, and Jason, great. Also, you did. You're one of the co-producers of the Portland Podcast Festival, another thing that doesn't really exist.
Yeah, man. God,
I'm not.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It was fun to do that. I'm so glad you were involved in that too, and I love podcasting, and when you had the opportunity to do that for a couple of years, it was really cool and bring all the local folks together and it was a podcast Justice League.
Some of my two favorite festival experiences have been at that. It was just a really good time. That was when Shane did his Breaking Bad episode, and we clocked in at. We had only 20 minutes, which, as you can tell, the show runs long.
That was the most amazing part of the whole festival.
That we did it in 19 minutes and 44 seconds. That's some fast and furious driving right there. All right, I love you so much, Jason. I mean, you can stay, but you gotta leave if you want. But yeah.
No, thanks again for having me. Appreciate it.
Anytime. So yeah, great script and all that.